Yo, story time. I'm just gonna make this live while I'm on my way to the work spot. But what is this gonna be about? I'm gonna be very candid, right? And I'm gonna just keep it a buck. I'm talking about this is how the rift began, to where you have a generation going, a generation split. You got people that was doing Turfn naturally how it is, and then other styles start coming in. But I'm talking about a specific individual in this one that really got the thing going. So who I'm talking about is Retro. I'm talking about Alonzo Jones. So what a lot of y'all don't know is, for some of y'all dancers, y'all were young at that point, right around the time when we were groups were forming and shit, and we're starting to set up the Oakland versus Brooklyn battle, right? We were throwing tryouts, right? We ended up having an all-star team. We took we had tryouts for the best dancers of all groups. We came together, right? Levant was putting this on with Annalisa. We made this group. This group was called Special Effects. You had like me, Farside, fucking Troll, iDummy, Oscar, G, Slow Mo, the Ant for the ADV kid for the GoBots, Lego, Dash, fucking Scoop, Kosh, like loaded. The team was loaded, okay? Sorry, Corn, I gotta hit you. I'll hit you right back. So the team was loaded, okay? So you got this all-star team. This was specially for around the Oakland Brooklyn battle. All the turf dance teams, the best dancers basically were combined, right? We had tryouts for the all-star team. Some people didn't even make it. Like Chunky and E didn't even make the all-star team at this point in time. G might have been the only turf fiend on the Special Effects all-star team. So around this time, we're trying to battle Brooklyn, right? So we're throwing our labs, the Special Effects labs. We're telling people when they come in, yo, don't come in here and doing all that tutting, and all that bone breaking. It wasn't even about tutting, because we got tutters anyways. It was like, don't come in here doing all the bone breaking, trying to look just like New York, right? So a certain individual, Retro, he didn't really like that shit, right? Because, a lot of his style and the things he was doing was based on his own type of breaks and everything, but he didn't understand. We're trying to say, yo, we're preserving our culture here. It's an Oakland versus Brooklyn battle. Why are you gonna come in looking just like these niggas, trying to do what they do when we're at the Coliseum, the Oakland Coliseum home base where the Warriors and shit play, right? And we're trying to display turf dance culture and turfing. So why come there and not be fucking turfing? Very simple, right? Very simple concept. Nobody said don't be you. We're just saying don't be them and stop trying to disrespect. And so what happened was, he got mad. One time we had a whole lab in Alameda, and he came and he threw a Kanye West fit. Like literally stopped dancing me and shit, and was like, bro, this is hella fake. Y'all telling me I can't beat me and all this. And we was like, no, bro, it's not about that, right? It ain't about none of that. It's about, this is a culture versus culture thing, bro. You want to display what we doing. So he started this whole goddamn campaign about like, man, forget what the OG's talking about. This new turfing, and it's that new gen turfing, right? And so a lot of that rift started around that Oakland Brooklyn battle time with Retro, with Alonzo. Fast forward to, me and Shep at the time, we're doing music, we're dancing, and we're there, but we're not about to enter the battle. We was hosting that shit, right? And so a lot of y'all be thinking these people be unbeatable, but I'm gonna tell you a story. Retro lost twice in a Special Effects group. He lost to me, and his ass lost to Deontra. And I'm gonna tell you, we was at the Palladium, right? And we're practicing. I'm tired of hearing all that fucking chirping out of Retro, right? And so we there. G was there. G, you gonna watch this video? G was there. I think Stir was there. Levant, of course. Corn, hella people that was on the team was there. We were at the Palladium in Alameda. Levant said, man, fuck it, we all gonna battle. Everybody that's here, we gonna battle, right? Because it's top tier shit. He's like, we all gonna battle for $50. I usually don't jump in and shit, right? But I was like, oh shit, nigga, I could use this to pay my Metro bill, old school Metro bill, right? And so I jumped in that motherfucking battle. In the finals, right, we was going round for round, whatever. In the finals, it happened to be me versus Retro, right? And so you already got the youngsters on the side like, oh shit, bro, they niggas is gonna vote for Renee because he an OG. But it's like, bro, it's mostly youngsters in there. How? It was a group vote. So regardless if I was weak or whatever, the group voted, right? And of course, nigga, I got on Retro's ass, right? Because this was just for money, and I was trying to show him something. So not only did I beat the nigga, we went outside. Me and Retro went outside while everybody voted. So we couldn't even see what they was discussing in the inside. They just called us back in, And the whole group, the whole room made a decision. They was like, I won. You know what the fuck I did? I turned around and gave Retro half of the money. I just gave him $25 because he and me battled hard though. And it was like, I was like, damn, this nigga really trying to pull shit out. And so I turned around because I'm older than him, and I gave him $25 though. Also to speak and show him that, bro, this is not about you just bone breaking, bro. This is an Oakland versus Brooklyn battle, and you're trying to start a narrative that us as OGs don't fuck with the youngsters because y'all are trying to do other shit. When it's like, bro, I'm a hybrid, bro. I started tutting this shit before all y'all niggas. I met Farside and started popping, and MGF and started popping. I was at popping battles before some of y'all even started turf dancing. So I don't get that the OGs don't like this and that and the third. Like, nigga, I was hybrid before all you motherfuckers, bro. And so I'm saying this to say, this is when that rift started. All of a sudden, you got a whole new slew of generation of youngsters that Retro was pushing this narrative that the OGs don't fuck with y'all. They telling y'all not to do this and that, and it's not turfing. No, we're saying learn how to turf dance, learn your foundation, and then do other shit. But when you're doing the other stuff, you got to respect that style. You can't sit here and just tut all day and call yourself a turf dancer and say tutting is turfing. No, it's not. Tutting is tutting. You know what I mean? You can say I'm a turf dancer and my main style that I like to use other than turfing is tutting. You implement other styles in your shit, but you got to respect that style though. You can't just call it what you want because you want to win and you trying to look good, bro. That's Mark shit. You know what I mean? That's literally Mark shit right there. And so this is how that whole rift started, you know? And I was like, man, let me go live because a lot of y'all were too young to even realize what was happening. And so he started this whole campaign, you know what I'm saying, to be like, I'm gonna grab all these youngsters, we're gonna do this style, we're gonna call it new turfing. And this is where that idea really, really started from. There is no new turfing. You either turfing or you're not. And then there's adding styles to turfing. That's what people do. Like Intricate, you can go and watch Intricate do a whole round of turf dancing. I'll pull it up right now. And if you say he can't, you a fucking lie. I'll pull up a round right now where Intricate gonna show. I'll show you a whole round of him turfing. But you know what? His main go-to style is tutting, right? But tutting is not turfing. Intricate is a turf dancer who likes to use tuts a lot. Just like if you're a turf dancer who likes to wave a lot, or you're a turf dancer who likes to use glides a lot. You know what I'm saying? You are using another style and you're putting it onto your foundation. You're putting icing on the cake. You're putting sprinkles on the cake. You know what I mean? And so a lot of us got to understand that in this world, in the real world, semantics do matter. Semantics matter. Words matter. How you say things, how you present yourself, that shit really matters. So you can't just be going around saying, yo, I'm a turfer. I'm going to teach a turf dance class. And then the first thing you start doing is start tutting and waving and doing other things that is not turfing. Nobody's saying you cannot add things to your style. I add shit to my style all day. We started that shit. Okay, we started that what they call that other shit, right? Me, Sterling, Dav, Shep, we started that other. So we're not against it. But what I'm against is people being lazy, okay? And not trying to do any research and learning history, and then trying to be revisionist of history and rewrite that shit. That's the shit that got to stop in our culture. So I just wanted to put this shit out there because I'm telling you exactly where it started from. And some of y'all don't even know it started from Tro feeling some type of way. And then he created a whole that's why he went off and did his own GX battles and all this, and was trying to throw that narrative around. And some of y'all that don't really fuck with us and never took the time to reach out to niggas, it's easy just to go with a narrative than it is to stand on your own. You know what I mean? And so I'm gonna end this, but I'm putting this up there, bro. And this is just the fucking truth. Anybody that was on that special effects or all-star team could vouch for me, bro. On mamas, and everybody that was there at the Palladium know that story I'm talking about is true. I'm not even gonna get on the time Deontra got on him at the skate park. That was twice by OGs in a row. It was like 1 week and the next week, bro. If I'm lying, I'm dying. You can ask Vaughn, you can ask anybody that was there, and that's when this whole shit started. So a lot of y'all that was on that team, y'all didn't even understand that was Retro's personal vendetta that a lot of y'all became a part of, not even knowing. You know what I mean? But anyways, man, I'm on my way, man. You know, I'm out here. I just had to share that with y'all. Happy Friday to y'all. I love the support that I get for the Turfn Talks podcast. Y'all keep watching. I'm going to keep telling these stories, bro, because I'm keeping it solid. I'm keeping it a buck. And niggas can get mad if they want, but you should have did better back then. You know what I'm saying? If you shouldn't have did it. Like B Brazy said, you shouldn't have did it. Okay?